Good evening and thank you for joining us. It was a full house last night for a public meeting regarding a controversial youth housing complex on Junot Avenue. The gathering was held at the Boys and Girls Club, which had earlier expressed opposition to the project. But it appears that the majority of the neighborhood is now in favor of it. Alana Pickrell has the story. Prescription drugs are going to become more affordable for Americans, and that's because they'll soon be able to get it from Canada. The Trump administration has announced that it will set up a system allowing residents to legally import lower-cost prescription drugs from Canada. It remains one of Thunder Bay's most disturbing cold cases. Back in 1994, a newborn baby boy was found frozen to death inside a garbage bag near Boulevard Lake. The child, known only as Baby Doe, has never been identified, and no arrest has ever been made. Now, 25 years later, police are hoping that some 21st century technology will finally provide a break in the case. Ryan Benazzo explains. Good evening and thank you for joining us. A Thunder Bay man has been sentenced to 18 years behind bars following a 2017 homicide involving a baseball bat. Nazareth Nelson was originally charged with second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. Instead, he pleaded guilty to manslaughter and 2 counts of aggravated assault. And today, he learned his sentence. Alana Pickrell reports. Ontario Provincial Police has issued a public safety warning in connection with teen murder suspects Cam McLeod and Briar Schmigelski. In a release, the OPP says it's investigating numerous reports from across the province of suspicious vehicles and/or young males believed to be the suspects. Police note that all sightings are unconfirmed. However, they say the public should be vigilant of their own personal safety at all times. Police in the town of Kapuskasing investigated a tip of a suspicious vehicle on Thursday, but they weren't able to locate the car or confirm the identities of the occupants. OPP Sergeant Carol Dion says police welcome the information, but it helps if the tips are as detailed as possible. Now, Randy, we have plenty of scraps behind the scenes, but it was nothing compared to what Reds fans saw last night.
Are you talking about the newsroom on Fridays when everybody rushes out at 5 to get to their car and, they start fighting as to who's going to leave first?
Exactly that.
That's what you mean.
Well, Ryan, after last night's offensive explosion at the Rogers Centre, it was a very different game tonight with the Blue Jays.
Yeah, very, very different game. The Jays set...
Well, Shane, snow was in the air this Valentine's Day, but it looks like we won't be seeing much of that white stuff this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Now, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like Mother Nature is giving us a break finally. Let's take a look at the conditions across the country first. To the west in Vancouver, at this hour, they are sitting at -2 degrees, a bit of snowfall in that area. Kenora Rainy River MPP Greg Rickford planned an intimate evening with him Thursday in an effort to raise funds for the benefit of the Thunder Bay Atikokan, Superior North and Rainy River PC riding associations. However, he probably didn't plan to see a dozen ralliers outside the private venue on the city's south side. Multiple OPSU and other union members gathered outside the private residence before the event started at 7 p.m. to express their displeasure with the PC government's latest funding cuts. At a cost of $750 per ticket, the event was promoted as a fun time with food, drinks, and great conversation. However, the only conversation that ralliers wanted to have with the PC cabinet minister was about the latest changes to the Ontario Autism Program. President of the Thunder Bay Family Network, Sharon Back, compared the price of the tickets to the costs that parents of autistic kids incur daily. No one from the PC party was available for comment today. There'll be another rally held on Friday at 4 p.m. at the OPSU office. MPPs Michael Gravel and Judith Monteith-Farrell are expected to be there. There'll also be a check presentation at the event from OPSU to the Thunder Bay Family Network. The groups plan to work together to host more rallies in order to get their message across to the PC government.
We need province-wide solutions, not solutions that are just coming from one part of the province.
And what other controversies and breaking news stories will Thunder Bay see as we head into 2019? Well, you'll have to tune into TBT NewsHour to find out. Thank you for joining us for this recap of 2018's top stories. I'm Nima Rajan, wishing you all the best in the new year.